Yo, what's going on YouTube? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day today, and hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday, because I had a case of the Monday blues, to be honest with you guys, man. I was so super tired this morning, didn't want to get out of bed, just wanted to stay in bed and relax, but unfortunately, we've got some errands to run, we've got work to go to, so that was not the case. I'm going to go ahead and do this video before I take off for the rest of my day. Now you guys can see here, if you missed the previous episode, we're in Division 6. We've got a new team, a little Serie A BPL hybrid, and we ended up packing Inform Lamella from drafts, so the draft pack, and or draft packs rather, and I played a lot of draft mode on Friday, and I won it like 5-6 times in a row, and then I went to a funk. I don't know what happened. I was playing so well, and then all of a sudden, boom, I just started playing like doo-doo sauce. And if you guys don't know what doo-doo sauce is, you'll know when you start seeing me playing poorly in these episodes, as we come up against a 4-2-3-1 team as our first match here. And he's got a mix of silvers and non-rare golds, as you guys can see. And those are the types of people you got to watch out for in divisions, because if you take them lightly, they'll probably eat you right up. Because if they're using that type of team and they're moving up in divisions, they're probably really good players. He was defending well to start off the match, but 7 minutes in, I got a little lucky with a skill move with Hernandez, and I put it right past his keeper. Maybe if he had a higher rated keeper, that would have been a different story. I ended up breaking free right after I scored, but that was offsides. Higuain just couldn't hold his run, and didn't get that second goal of the match to just secure this one, as he was actually a decent player. Like I mentioned, if you end up taking your opponents lightly just because they don't have a good team, it's not a good thing to do, man. And I'm a victim of it. A lot of the times I'll look at the guy's team and I'll be like, he's got a bad team, no worries, I'm gonna have it's gonna be a cakewalk, and then I end up getting eaten up. So definitely be careful about that. Don't take your opponents lightly just because of their team. But what a wonderful little build-up goal here. You guys saw Higuain with a little back heel pass, and then we thread the needle past his defense in the second half, and we end up scoring the second goal of the match. So it took up until the 55th minute to score the second goal. He was a really solid defender for the team he had. Right here, Lamella, just a poor touch to put that one away. We end up getting a free kick within distance to score this one with Hernandez, but I put too much power on it. I haven't gotten the sweet spot yet this year with all of the players, other than Wesley Sneijder, who you guys saw in the previous episode put one away for us. But so far, haven't gotten the right power for every single player, as he ends up scoring one in this match with Sobeis. Puts it around Buffon, and 90th minute here, I decide to slow things down really slow. Like, just start playing a nice little slow build-up from the wing, then pass it back out and try to cut in with my players, just holding the ball here. And he's just second man pressing me, so he wasn't getting any tackles in. I get a little touch on that ball. Fernandinho finds Lamella, who's just going to poke it around his keeper beautifully to give us the 3-1 victory in this match. So not as convincing as you guys probably would have thought this would have been, but he was a really good player. I take my hat off to him. He was a really good player, and if he had a better team, he probably would have ended up beating me, in my opinion. He just played well, and he got unlucky. So hats off to this guy. Unfortunate that he didn't have a great team. We did dominate the match for the most part. 9 shots on target, 10 shots total, 88 pass accuracy, 90% shot accuracy, as you guys can see. 9 points in Division 6 now. Still haven't dropped the game, which is always good, as we come up against a 4-3-3 side. I believe this is the 4-3-3 defensive. If from what I remember, he's got the 2 central defensive mids. Aubameyang is a striker. Have not played against Aubameyang yet this year, so we'll get to see what he's made up against our side. Now, I know he's not like a super pace monster this year, just because pace isn't as relevant as it was in the previous years. But he's a well-rounded striker. He's got good shooting, good dribbling from what I remember, and I think he's got 4-star skills. I haven't used them this year, but from what I remember, I think he would be a decent card on a Bundesliga team. Now, this guy that I'm playing here, he was really a slow build-up player, to the point where he would pass it around the back a lot, and it got to the point where I was rushing as many players forward as possible just to pressure him so that he would start panicking when he was passing, and that's exactly what happened. I wasn't afraid of him countering me because I knew his play style right away. From the beginning of the match, the way he was passing around, I knew that he was going to be a really, really slow build-up player where he wanted to hold as much possession as possible. But as soon as I pressured him, he started struggling. He did get an opportunity in the 20th minute of the match with Castro. Luckily, Buffon made an incredible save to make sure that the game stays 0-0. Hernandez here down the wing, do a little bit of dribbling to go ahead and pass a few defenders, shoot it right near post to Courtois, ends up saving it with ease. No trouble with that one. And now I'm just trying to do as much as possible here to just get a little bit of space to get a shot off. But Boateng, man, if playing against him is so frustrating. He's such a good defender this year on the game. And especially when people, you know, kind of let the AI do the tackling for him, he's just such a rock. Very hard to get around. But you guys saw in the beginning of the sequence, I ended up baiting him into a pass and just do a great job here, baiting him to rush my striker. You guys see Higuain dribble back a little bit. Finally, Hernandez fake shot onto his weak foot, and I put it away. I don't remember if Hernandez still has the 5-star weak foot. I think he does. I mean, it sure as hell felt like it as we put that one away to give us the 1-0 lead into the second half. You guys are going to see the match stats real quick there. I believe we had 6 shots, but one thing that I was annoyed with, look at that. My auto switching was on manual. I was like, man, what is going on? My players aren't switching. It was on manual. I don't remember ever changing it. So I went ahead and changed that to make sure that we don't get any funny business throughout the game, man. But it didn't feel that off. Maybe I might play with manual again. I don't know. Right here, you guys are going to see a weird thing that happened. Look at this. He tries kicking the ball right to my player. I feel like a huge jerk scoring that one, man. I felt like a huge jerk. But for the most part, it was a boring match, like a really, really boring match. And he gets another opportunity in the 90th minute, which was really his only opportunity this match. He didn't really do much of anything other than hold the ball for as long as possible. And I wouldn't say hold the ball as long as possible, but he was just holding the ball without a purpose. He would hold the ball and not attack. And I don't know what he was doing. Just he was already down 1 or 2-0, and he was still just holding the ball, and he ended up losing. He ended up losing 2-0. Wasn't an enjoyable match for me, and I'm sure it wasn't for you guys watching that, so I do apologize. But we ended up winning 2-0, and we just inched closer. You guys see the match stats here. We pretty much dominated every single match stat possible. So we were in control of that match as we get 12 points in Division 6 now, and we are 4 points away from promotion, and I think 3 more points after that will get the title. So not too bad so far. You guys see my record. I mentioned earlier that I ended up playing so well in the draft, but then I just tortured my record. I lost quite a bit after that. I don't know what happened to me. Maybe I was just trying to explore too much with formations and players. But yeah, we ended up dropping a few games. Now with that said, guys, I know this wasn't the most entertaining of episodes. The gameplay wasn't that great, to be honest with you guys, so I do apologize for that, but we will make up for it hopefully with tomorrow's episode. What you guys, if you could please go ahead in the comment section below, let me know what league you'd like to see the next team be, and I will go ahead and either hybrid it or make a team with that league. We've done BPL, we've done Serie A, we've done Bundesliga. I don't think we've done La Liga yet. So if you guys want to see a La Liga team and see what formation we use with that, I'll go ahead and do that. And I also have Messi that I could probably put on the team. Not sure if I'll do that yet. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out. And if you're not subbed to the channel, make sure you hit that sub button. I mean, what else you gotta do? Catch you guys all tomorrow.